The general consensus from a lot of artists I talk with about creating a body of work, especially if you've got a due date for some exhibition in the future, is kind of exhausting and it can be stressful. But there's a way to do this so it's way more enjoyable and it doesn't have to be a big stressor. And that's the opportunity here. And so I want to share with you a couple of the things that I do, I've learned over the years. When I started this and I would have these art shows, yes, complete stress. I would think about it all the time. And, one thing wasn't working, but I had seven that were and six that weren't. And is it going to happen? And what is it the show called? And I was just so scared all the way through it. And then I just had to like kill myself at the end, and just put it in. Everything kind of worked out, but it was just a lot of mental spinning and a lot of thinking. But I kind of have learned over the years, and that's what I want to share with you. I'm in the middle of doing about 15 paintings here. Some are working, some are not, and I'll just do a quick run. But before I do that, I want to just say the discipline is I do not think about this process, this project that has a due date. I don't worry about it. I don't think about it when I'm not here because there's nothing really that I can do. So I've trained myself to only be thinking hard about it when I'm here, actually able to do something about it. So I just go on vacation, in other words, mentally, and I don't worry about it. You don't think about it because you can't fix it. And plus you can't imagine what the work's like, and it's all just imagined stress. So I don't do that. And then the other thing that I remember and I hang on to all the time, all I have to do is be in here and to get things going good. And it takes some time, but I have to feel free. I have to feel that I'm uninhibited and that I can try things and I can be experimental and I can play. If providing I stay like that for as long as possible, the work goes quicker and it's certainly more enjoyable. And as you know, when you feel free, the work's better. And so you're going to get results faster. And I know that things working on multiples like this, there's things that are going to happen in some of them that give you clues. So all the pictures are helping me figure themselves out, each other. So these ideas, those three ideas are really powerful and they can make this process really revelatory and interesting and fun. And yes, I obviously worry about it and I want it to be really good, but it's a fraction of what I used to. It just actually doesn't faze me that much anymore. And I feel like the work's turning out. So I just want to give you a quick tour of what I'm working on. And this is like, I'm showing you stuff that I don't really like some of these, but kind of like this one. And it needs some work, but it's cool. It's this really bright thing. This thing is like a wild child over here. This is this crazy thing, which I kind of love, but it's really unrefined. So I'm leaving this just because it's got this energy. And then this one still needs some work on color. You can see I'm using some cut paper stuff and having fun. This one over here, this is this outlier one. And I'm kind of loving this. Like this, I'm feeling like I could sort of see this getting close to being finished. It's really different for me, and that's part of why I like it, I'm gluing paper on paint and scraping back through. It's just super fun. This thing I was working on the other night, and I just put this big green thing on here. I think I was just really tired. I don't know. I either love this or think it's kind of dumb. This is, I'm going to do a really quiet, subtle painting, and I'm trying to do this. It still feels a bit like a hotel painting. I don't know. I'm just not sure. But there's some beautiful things about it. This is one that I was working on last night, and you should have seen it before I started working on it. It was really good. I mean, I really loved it, and it's just really awful right now. But I went crazy, and I think I just went too crazy, and I covered everything up, and there's some really beautiful stuff under here. But I'll pull it back, right? Okay, and then this one compositionally is not so interesting, but it's got a lot of juice and things going on. I'm really excited about it, but it's a bit, spotty, but I'm going to fix that. But this is kind of what a lot of the show is. It's these layers and scraping back through. I'm using pastel. It's really fun, I'm trying to make a blue painting, And this is a little subdued still, but it's definitely blue. This one is kind of cool. It needs to be pushed a little further, but I'm loving these surfaces and what I'm doing. You can see I'm using paper and there's transparency and translucency and it's all kind of coming and going. It's all mixed together. And then this one here is this giant red thing, doing this red painting, which I kind of love. It still needs to, I got to go back into it, but you can kind of see what's happening. I think the black is too much. And then this is this 7 foot by 8 foot painting, which is really just super raw. And I kind of love it. And I'm keeping it like this for now. I'll probably refine it some, but I want to keep this is, I've learned a ton from this thing. I've worked the least amount on this and it's the biggest painting. And I think it's one of my favorites so far. So you can see how all these pictures, some are duds, some I'm working through, some are getting better. But the whole thing is, as you get further along with them, there's less and less to do, and they just start guiding you to that finished result. Many people are afraid to do like an exhibition or set that up for yourself because it's kind of overwhelming. But you can do this. So this is a great way to make art, to have a deadline, and create a whole bunch of work together. It's doing the work together, which is so powerful, and you learn so much. Anyway, you guys, I hope you're having an amazing Sunday and you get out there and make some art. Let me know in the comments, how you're thinking around exhibitions, getting your work. Set that up for yourself. Do an open studio. Do it in your house. It's really great. Just grab a date in the future and make some work. Do a group together. All right, I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Have the best Sunday, and I will talk to you real soon.